Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of Storytime. I'm your host, Captain America number 2. So when we last left off, I was telling y'all the movie review for Captain America: Civil War. Well, uh, I'm gonna tell y'all like the story behind that. With the story of like how I became like Captain America number 2 himself. Uh, So I was in, Cave Springs. Cave Springs. Yeah, I was in Cave Springs, which is, a job readiness program. It's basically like a college in Rome, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Everything was going good. I was making friends. I was, I was that shy, quiet type, young man. Kept to himself. You know what I'm saying? Um, Everything was going good until like about like people started graduating and all of that stuff. So in the middle of that, we were going on trips or whatnot. Yeah, we were going on trips to like the mall and out to eat, and then we'll follow it up with going to Walmart and coming back, and just chilling whatnot on Friday nights, you know. And then like Saturday and Sunday we just chill back at Cave Springs. Well, anyway, but like in the middle of like the year or whatnot, Warm Springs, which is the upper school, and Cave Springs, which is the lower school. Uh, I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. Warm Springs, which is the upper school, wanted to take over Cave Springs, so they implemented like the rules, what not to go, what not to do. Keep in mind you, I had not seen Captain America, Civil War, so like during the break, I came back. During the break, I was like, you know what, yeah, it's time for me to go home, and all that, once, because you know, it was uh it was a movie theater right by, South DeKalb Mall. Some of y'all might know it, Satellite Cinemas, but I cause I basically spent time with my sister. We saw the movie like firsthand. I was like, and by the way, that movie, like what I'm about to tell you, it goes, hand in hand with, the rules that I'm about to explain to y'all in great detail. Um, After I saw the movie Captain America: Civil War with my sister, I came back. I was like, dang, and then like I came back to like Cave Springs, like Captain America, Winter Soldier. I mean, Civil War opened my eyes. I was like, I was literally like this. I was like, bruh. Then we had like staff meetings like every Wednesday where like no matter what we were doing, like the staff members would like call, like knock on our doors. Well, the staff, they would like just be chilling in the front office. They send like the housekeeper slash cleaner lady to like come upstairs or come or go downstairs, knock on everybody's door and be like, hey, it's a staff meeting. So, we go like we go down to the living room. They hand us all these pieces of paper with like a list of rules. Everybody's like, what's going on? What is this? What is this? What is this? And, staff members, they like, hey, Warm Springs has, integrated, with or merged with Cave Springs. Here's the list of rules, you gotta abide by. And let me just say, like, the list of rules were dumb as hell. Like, really dumb as hell. Like, Like if you want to smoke, you would have to go walk all the way down the hill to like all the way down the hill to the front entrance where you like drive to like where you drive to like if you're a new student, drive to like come see the facility or whatnot, you have to go all the way down the hill just for a smoke break. It's not like you have to go to like the dumpster and just smoke. But yeah, it was like dumb rules like that, and like it was dumb rules like that, or you would have to be like you can't. They'd search your rooms and belongings for like weapons and stuff, and the accusation of rape and all of that shit, and it was an accusation of rape, and like if you were falsely accused of like being like rape or whatever, and you would be like severely punished or like kicked out, and like you couldn't have drugs on the premises. Uh, curfew would be in demand. It was you couldn't have like but three people in your room after curfew or like during curfew, or you'd be issued a warning. Like it'd be like a staff intervention. It was like bruh. Then like then like it was an associate of mine and his girlfriend, and they brought like weapons or whatnot like to the school. Keep in mind they like had them in. I don't know where the hell they had them. I don't know where they had them. They just had them, and the staff like found out, and like towards them like graduating or whatever, and the rules. They were implementing the rules. So like keep in mind you, I had just watched like Captain America Civil War. You feel me? And the whole premise of the movie was like people died like like the Avengers were like kicking ass and like saving people and whatnot. So they were like the government was like issuing them like the Sokovian Accords, like, hey, sign this so that you could be a tool for the government, as so like if we need you, we'll call you to like we'll call you so you could do your Avengers thing. Basically, what I thought was that these rules were like the Sokovian Accords, like these rules were like telling us, hey, we gonna use you, to fit our agenda. And I was like, well, that's not right. Like, well, that's not right at all. Because what wind up ultimately happening was, Warm Springs. I know some of y'all got like iPhones or whatever. Y'all could look it up. Look up what Warm Springs looks like and all that stuff. It's basically the bigger, better version of Cave Springs. But anyway, Warm Springs wind up taking over ultimately at the end. Like, this was like way after I graduated. I heard from a friend of mine where the adults at, Cave Springs, they can't go on no more trips. They can't go out. It's just locked down. Think of the Stanford Prison Experiment, that movie. Like, well, maybe not that movie, but you get where I'm going. You get where I'm going with this. They can't go nowhere. They can't have free time. Like free time is taken away from them. But anyway, like you be surprised like how many people were cool with like Warm Springs taking over Cave Springs. I was the only one. I was like, so none of y'all think this is wrong. Warm Springs just taking over. Cave Springs ain't got no voice in the matter. So my smart, cause like I be on my Batman bull. I got contingency plans for everything. You know what I'm saying? So what I, ultimately, did was, I was, what I ultimately did was I let it ride, and then like towards my graduation, I was also on like my, Suicide Squad, squad stuff. So I was like, especially seeing like Jared Leto as like the Joker in Suicide Squad. So I mean, like you can't blame me. Like I'm Marvel and DC fan, like to the max. Anyway, like I decided to like take everything that my counselor like ever told me about her past or whatever, and an associate of mine told me about her past, internalize it, well, not internalize it, but just keep it to myself and go on Facebook and just post it. Go on Facebook and just, right, expose all of that. Go on Facebook and expose everything. Every single last thing. Now this isn't the count. Now this is not only the counselor, but also the associate of mine. Cause the associate of mine, she always wanted me to like buy her stuff, and like her basically gifts to her equal like love or whatnot. And I was like, no, that's not how it works. So basically, she told me like her like stages of development and like how she grew up and all of that stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna be on my Suicide Squad Joker-ish today. Told you, I got contingency plans for everything. Sorry, I couldn't like get the word out. But anyway, what wound up happening is like the day that I did this, like the morning I did, because I did this in the morning, like before I went to work at at the nursing home. You know what I'm saying? I sent out the I hit send. I typed everything out, hit send, and went on about my day at work. About like the time it took me to like clock out or whatnot, I got told by I got told in a harsh way like, hey, what did you do? I was like, what you talking about? It's on Facebook. Look at what you did on Facebook. I was like, oh. She was like, you better go back to Cave Springs and like and go figure this out and go correct your mistake. I was like, all right. all the more time I'm walking back to Cave Springs or whatever, like I'm saying what's up to my friends or whatever, and like one of the staff members, I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want y'all like I don't want y'all thinking like, hey, just let me go contact her. But everybody gave me the cold shoulder. I was like, what's going on? She was like, why would you do that? I was like, do what? She was like, air out like everybody's business. I was like, I tried to tell you. I was like, I tried to tell y'all staff members like what's been going on with with Susan, like getting me to buy her stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just wouldn't listen. I was like, y'all basically like the government. Y'all basically like Hydra and Captain America, the Winter Soldier, want to be using everybody for your own personal agenda. Like, like what? Like what? For real? Like really? She was like, I'm so disappointed in you. Da, 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 da. And the the staffer's name, we're going to call her Maria. Okay. So Maria was like, hey, you need to like make this right. And by the only way you can make this right is by, an apology. Go on Facebook and apologize to everybody you hurt. I was like, I only heard like two people. Like, she was like, no, you did more than that. Cause like, everybody's caught a wind of this. I was like, all right, well, my bad. All right. So I wound up apologizing or whatever. And, like a year later, actually, I take that back. I only exposed Susan. The woman's name was Susan. Susan was the type of person where she wanted me to buy her stuff to make up for like the lack of love and attention that she didn't get, So, once I apologized to Susan, like my friends back then who now I'm gonna call associates, they gave me the cold shoulder. They ain't talk to me, they ain't speak to me. They ain't speak to me for like a long time. Well, until like I graduated. Even still, they ain't even say nothing. They really didn't even say anything to me. Like, for real. So, basically once I left or whatever, like, it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before I exacted another contingency plan, which by far was like the dumbest thing I could ever have done. I called up my counselor who was at Cave Springs. We're going to call her Robin. I called up Robin on her personal cell phone and told her every single thing that I learned about her and her family, and how like the job is stressing. Her counseling job at Cave Springs is like stressing her out. She was like, how do you know about all of this? I was like, you told me all of this. I was like, I told you I got contingency plans for about like every damn thing. And then I heard her husband in the background like, hey, just hang up the phone, change the number. I was like, so I guess she did just that. And like, but like 2-3 years later, like I hear from a friend of mine. She was like, well, actually I take that back, because what ultimately wind up happening is I lost people. Like, I lost people. Like, legit lost friends. Associates. Because, like, I look at it like this. If you do something bad or whatever, like, a true test of somebody friendship and loyalty is like if somebody like if you do something bad and somebody like and your friends like they up and just leave you cause like you did something bad, like that's not a true friend. A true friend is somebody that's gonna like stick with you like through hell or high water, through the good stuff and the bad stuff. So I mean, like everybody just dropped off. You know, Cave Springs was telling my friend, hey, don't. Hey, I know you're very close with Brandon. Just we gonna call this other friend, like my real close friend, my best friend. We're gonna call her Zoe. Okay. Cave Springs was like, hey, Zoe, we know you cool with Brandon. We gonna need you to like not contact him, don't talk to him for any reason. I was like, all right. So like 2-3 years go by, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, I ain't, just, and, just radio silent back then, you know what I'm saying? 2-3 years later, I see like my friends on Facebook, like my old friends on Facebook, I try to get in contact with them. They don't want nothing to do with me. But, again, a true test of like friendship and loyalty. If you do like something really, 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 really bad and then basically a friend is supposed to ride or die with you. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily die with you, but I mean, like, they're supposed to have your back. Like, through, like, if you say you sorry, then no matter what you did, like, bad, if you say you sorry and then, like, you go through, you repent for it and, like, why not just, stay friends? Like, come on, man. But anyway, like, yeah, I lost, like, quite a bit of friends. And then, like, some odd year, like, yeah, I'm gonna say, like, 2-3 years later, I get a word out, from Zoe that, Robin, which is the counselor, she just up and disappeared and left like her counseling position at Cave Springs, and like Zoe like saw Robin like at the grocery store, and she was like, and she told me she was like, Robin looking tore up from the floor up. I was like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, after everything was said and done, I had my fun. Of course, I had my fun, but like at the same time, I felt like hella bad. Like, I was like, damn, I ain't mean it to go this far now. Like, for real. Moral of the story: like, young people, think before you do stuff. Like, don't just get mad and retaliate and be, cyberbullying and all that stuff, and just come on, man. Just walk away. If somebody say something you don't like on social media, just click off, just log off, or you got that little circle button at the bottom of your Android device. You could just press that little circle button, just boop, and it'll just go back to all of your apps or whatever and stuff. Come on, man. It's really that simple. Don't take the high road like I did and retaliate and be on Suicide Squad Joker Bull. Like, for real. Like, and another thing, please, if you are a movie buff like I am, please do not like try to imitate what you see on like TV or movies, because I'm telling you now, that's Hollywood. That's out there in Hollywood. They get paid to act and do all that stuff. This is the real world. Had I like continued to do what I was, doing, cause like I would have got a charge. Let's be honest with you. Like I would have got a charge on my record for that. But like still though, like I say that to say this, like just be careful what you do. Like don't be so quick to get mad and don't be so quick to get mad and post like really hurtful and meaningful stuff like on somebody, man, because that could like tarnish not only their reputation but your reputation and the people like and other people. It goes out, it goes in cycles. What you do will not only affect you, it'll affect the people around you. And that's all I'm trying to like tell y'all for today. Like I'm trying to tell y'all young people this life lesson so y'all don't repeat the same mistakes that I did. Cause, I woke up this morning like, hey, what am I gonna like talk to y'all about today? And then I was looking back at it like, why don't you just hit them with straight facts and truth? So I was like, this is basically what I'm telling y'all. Don't be so quick to just retaliate out of anger and post stuff on the internet and just don't be so quick to like tarnish somebody's reputation because you feeling like they hurt you or like and this goes for both not only men but also the women because ladies like let's be honest with you like I've been seeing some stuff ladies like for real like come on man come on now just be careful y'all just be careful. That's all I got to say for right now. Captain America, I've been your host, Captain America number 2. And this has been my Captain America Civil War story time. I will see y'all in the next video for the game review for Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.